know you've seen this before, but this is just another reminder, okay? Because you've seen it on my TikTok, you've seen it on my Instagram, but this is here on YouTube, that I'm coming across the U.S. doing some brand new stand-up dates with all new raw material for you to consume. I'm gonna be in Sacramento on May 2nd and May 3rd, Raleigh, May 24th and May 25th, and Rochester, New York, the redheaded stepchild of New York City, on June 12th and 14th. Listen, don't take offense to that. It's a joke. Calm down, girl. But anyway, we have a lot of new material, lots of new dates, and I can't wait to come see you in one of those cities. Go to MonetXchange.com to get your tickets. Mwah. Elton John has big hands.
Huge hands, Elton John.
Of course
That's
he
why
does.
you can do that thing.
All right, girl, yeah.
But they're also like thick and big. And he's got like Mickey Mouse hot man hands.
Monét Talks. Everybody come sit down, let's have a chat. Monét Talks. Living life gossip, chop it up, this or that. Monét Talks. Get comfortable, cause you on the show. We just wanna know where you been, who you been with. Monét Talks.
All right, girls.
We better roll those R's.
I know. I love a rolled R. A trilled R is very sexy to me. Yeah. A lot of people can roll their R's.
Yeah, no, that's weird.
I know.
Is it? It's genetic.
I think it might be a genetic thing.
Well, we're both blessed.
Y'all, we have Frankie Grande on the couch at Monét X Change Industry Studios Incorporated.
I love that.
I wish. I wish, girl. It's a room in a building, girl.
It's actually quite straight. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are we in a horror film? Am I gonna get murdered? Like,
you know what? It does feel very straight. But I want it to feel very. I guess we could have gone like really flamboyant 70s, but I wanted more like a chill, neutral
good.
70s.
We bring the gay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's enough gay on this couch every week, girl.
I mean, speaking of which, is there any lube on here?
Girl,
wipe it down.
Girl.
Oh, I'm like,
sliding off.
Sliding off.
Frankie, how you doing?
I'm so grateful to be here. I'm happy.
Are you joking? I'm happy that you have the time to be here.
Oh, I'm thrilled. Listen, it's just like, I love you.
I love you.
I loved you my whole life. You've been such a good Judy to me, like on camera and off.
Yes.
And it's really beautiful to have somebody like that in this industry that I can like just always know has my back. And it's just been really sweet.
Yes.
Like, and I love you.
Well, I mean, it's also the energy that you give off too, right? You have good vibes. It's never anything shady. It's never cunty. It's always
love.
It's always love.
It's always love.
And I think, especially in this industry, girl, because someone will be like, oh my God, I love you. And then I'm like, literally the Regina George shit. You know what I mean?
And then they're like,
and I feel like I've encountered that so much. So when you feel genuine energy, I always like reciprocate because I'm like, I want to receive that back.
And it's hard. It's like I'm a New Yorker, you know what? Like if I don't like you, let me just not like you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. 100%.
And I don't really know many people that I don't like, to be honest. But I don't feel the need to play the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, well, you lived in New York from what to what?
Okay, so I was born there. And then I moved to Florida when I was 10.
Got it.
And then back to New York for college. For like 18, and I still have a residence there now.
Work.
Yeah, so it's been a few years.
Well, I've been here for 4 years, and I always say, like, I do want to move back to New York at some point, but when you live in LA, the life is
so
just
much better.
It's like, and I can't say it on camera. New Yorkers are gonna get so mad at me.
It is okay. So here's the deal.
Frankie,
for my mental health, as a person who's entered into his 40s, I know. It's like I have to say I live in LA and I work in New York.
Okay,
that's what I say.
Okay,
and then it gives me balance, and then I don't feel crazy. But I love both cities.
I do too.
Yeah.
And then I was saying this to Bob too. Like, cause you have so many like LA queens, but they have New York sensibilities. Like I feel like Selena Estidi, she's an LA queen, but she has a New York sensibility in how she performs.
Especially in her live show.
Exactly.
Because she watched you.
Exactly.
Like she did her homework. Like she went to the help. Like she went and she saw like what the New York City queens were doing and the way that they were incorporating comedy, and it wasn't just a lip sync.
Yeah.
And the way that she hosts.
Yeah.
Give that girl a mic.
I know, she's amazing.
Off. But that's the same thing with you. Like that's the same thing with all the New York queens.
Yeah, it's just a different thing.
And you know what's interesting? Sometimes I think the New York queens don't come across so well on Drag Race.
I agree with that.
Which is so interesting.
I guess I don't know. I don't know why, but I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know what the formula is to make that something has happen. I don't really know.
No, I think that there's a disconnect because it is different. Live audience.
Oh, girl.
And then the way you all shoot that show is crazy different.
I know.
Like you don't have a live audience. You know, in a live audience, you get to feed off of those people.
The energy
you get
of
to be quick. You get to be like, I can't imagine shooting Snatch Game with 3 people in the room.
And people don't understand that.
That
it's
is
just
terrifying.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
Like when I do a live show, I want 200 people there.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. You want to feel the energy and bounce off. Like I thrive in that. I really do thrive in that.
You're great at it.
Yeah. Have you ever, besides on season 10, have you ever done drag?
So yeah, season 10.
Like do like a show.
Like I've done parts of shows in drag.
Okay.
So I just got to play Frankenfurter, which is like I made him really fucking drag.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I drag the shit out of that guy. I was in Pageant the musical, so I got to be dragging that, and then I I throw drag into like my one-man show.
Yeah.
So I love drag, but no, never like a professional queen, or like a full moment.
Well, I saw this interview when Gaga was on Let's Go Teresa, and she's talking to Ben and
such a good interview.
Bowen and Amanda, and they asked like, "Are you a drag queen?" She's like, I would never call myself a drag queen because I feel like that would be a disservice to what the beautiful and amazing art form that it is. She was like, yes, there are drag elements to what I do.
Yeah,
but she was like, I would never call myself a drag queen because those bitches like they really. I was like, Gaga, I appreciate that. Thank you.
It is true. Like,
thank you.
I have one wig and one dress. So
only
a drag
one wig
queen
and a dress.
I am not. Like I've borrowed a bunch. But I own personally one wig and one dress, so I am not a drag queen.
You can't walk the fuck out of heels.
I can walk the fuck out of heels.
She's a heel walker.
Yes, I can. I can. You give me 7-inch platforms, and I'm like, okay.
When did you put on your first pair of heels?
Ooh, definitely my mom's closet.
Got it.
Like immediately.
My mom didn't have heels in her closet. My mom was a flat sandals girl, so I never got to wear heels or dress up.
Joan Grande had heels. She is a woman who has barely entered her 5th foot. She is 4'11 and a half on a good day.
Really?
Oh yeah, she's tiny. So
I have mentioned mom, but your mom has big energy.
Yes. Oh, she's Grande.
Yeah. Oh my God, in the name.
Yeah, the OG Grande.
Yeah, your mom. She like. I remember when I was in New York, and I happened to be in New York. You went there at the same time. I came to a Tao to celebrate your sober birthday.
Yeah.
And I was sitting next to your mom, and your mom, like, she had, like, if you told me your mom was 6'12", I would believe you. Like, that's the kind of energy your mom has.
Yes, exactly. No, she's very intimidating and very loving simultaneously. Like, she's like, I will cut a bitch.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I will love you to fucking death. And I will tell you the fucking truth.
Yeah.
And so it's beautiful getting to be raised by her because she doesn't mince words, but like when she is loving, which is always.
Yeah.
But like even when it's tough love, it's like that it's done with such purity and with such strength and like nothing but to make your life better.
I love that.
And she has made my life better so much and like got me through sobriety and like, all the difficult hurdles I've been through.
Is your mom the type of mom like if she comes to a show or something or you put out a project, she'll be like she give you like the real
yes.
That's how my mom is too. I like that.
Yes.
I hate a yes family or a yes. No. Oh, let me not say that because if that's for you, what you have, but great. But for me, I need like the real show. Like, that wasn't a good take. Maybe I didn't really love that show. Yeah. I mean, I like that but I need that. Yes. I don't want a yes.
Well,
yes
and you know my husband will give you the dose of reality.
The anti-planted hell will grease you. Which I love though. That's what I want. That's what I would want in a husband.
Yeah.
Because a fucking husband is like, you are my partner for the rest of this. As long as I incorporate in this body, like I need you to be real all the time.
Yeah, exactly. And he does, and he helps. And I wish he'd sugarcoat it a little bit sometimes. But I'm like, fuck, man. Like no lube at all? You're just going to tell me that with no fucking lube on your dick? Okay, Hale. Okay. But he's often right. I will say that. Yeah. I'll give it to him.
I cannot believe that you were a biology major in college.
Wild.
Why biology?
Crazy. So my dad was a lung doctor. He just recently retired.
Okay.
And so he, my whole life I spent, my dad and my mom were divorced when I was 2.
Yeah.
So when I had my visitation with my father, I was in the hospital.
Okay, got it.
I was in the emergency room. Mm-hmm. I was a nurse. Like I was like taking vitals and 7-year-old with like a clipboard being like, your EKG looks really good, ma'am. And like
you better work.
I know, exactly. Just like, I was like, Dad, when do I get my white coat? And so he, I just spent a lot of time in a hospital and I just saw the good work that he did. Yeah. And I loved science. And that was where I excelled as a kid. Like my brain is just so good for sciences, not for math, but that's why I went to bio, not chemistry.
Gotcha.
And I really loved it. And then I graduated bio major from college, bio theater dance. I got a BA and a BS.
Word.
I know.
Oh, but she got her degrees.
I got 2.
2 degrees.
2 degrees,
bitch.
girl.
Word, girl.
Yeah. So it was great. And I just it also kind of allowed, I was the first person in my family to pursue musical theater.
Got it.
And so like there was no formula. And so my mother just kept being like, you know, like, well, you know, I don't think you should go into that. Like you need to have a fallback career. And I was like, Mom, I'm a straight A student in biology.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and then in college, I actually did do pre-med. So it was like, I was ready after college when I graduated. I said, I will give myself 1 year to be on Broadway. And if I'm not on Broadway in 1 year, I will go to med school.
Pivot to med school.
And I booked Mom and me on Broadway. And my mom was like, well, okay. And it was great because my sister got to see that.
Yeah.
So she got to make decisions that were like so musical theater heavy. And my mother just let her.
Yeah.
You know, like it was like, okay, you need to miss school. Okay, you can't take that test. Okay, you need to do this. Or you're going to change your school so that you have someone that's more available so that you can do after school programs that are musical theater based. And my mom was just like, yes to Ariana because I fought the good fight.
Work, bitch.
Yeah.
So we low key, we got a little Frank in the thing for that. We get some Ariana for real though.
She says this all the time.
Yeah,
it's like really like she did follow in my footsteps.
The older siblings really be laying down the groundwork for the younger ones.
To.
Or sometimes they will destroy because then they did the thing and they were horrible. And the parents like, okay, we're not.
Yeah, that
you know what I mean? It could have gone the other way.
It did work out for me, so it worked out for her. It worked out for everybody.
Yeah. So you like what were you in like was it like a high school show and you auditioned? You're like, oh, I like this thing. Like, what was the thing that made you do it?
So it was 5th grade. And I went to audition for Bye Bye Birdie.
Bye Bye Birdie.
And I got in and I went to the director and they were like, what will you be singing? And I was like, I'll be singing The Wind Beneath My Wings by Bette Midler. And she was like,
they're like, what kind of old soul?
Yeah. And then I was like, you are the wind beneath my wings. And she was like, thank you so much. And I went, fly, fly against the sky. And then I booked it. I booked Birdie. Bye Birdie and Bye Bye Birdie at 5th grade.
Word.
My gold lame suit and my dirt bike that my mother bought me.
Word.
She's real supportive.
So for them, you're like, ooh, music theater. This is actually something I like. Then you probably went to buying all the albums and the recordings and being obsessed.
I mean, I was already obsessed with Madonna, Cher, Whitney, George Michael, David Bowie by the time I was like 6 or 7. Yeah, my mom took me to Blonde Ambition Tour when I was 7. I saw Madonna live.
Word.
And I saw Elton John and Billy Joel together in concert when I was single digits.
Bitch, I got to go to the Elton John Oscars, the AIDS Foundation party at the Oscars.
Yes,
and I saw
nice night.
He got up there and played with Chaperone. I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe I'm seeing Elton John IRL. I was dying.
Yeah.
Dying,
I know. I shook his hand that night. It wasn't that night. It was a couple years ago. And he has the biggest hands in the world.
Does he?
Humongous hands.
Elton John has big hands?
Huge hands, Elton John.
Of course
That's
he
why
does.
he can do that thing.
All right, girl, yeah.
But they're thick and big. And he's got like Mickey Mouse hot man hands. Like, and I was like, Elton John, with your Mickey Mouse hot man hands, shaking my little tiny dainty paw. And I was like,
well, Elton John, if you
nice to meet you.
You know, if you ever whoever says like, I am, that's
a finger. That's one finger. That's one finger, and I'm done. I am good. Thank you so much, sir. No. We are a one finger. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And it did reach. I cannot believe that also you on the national tour, Dora the Explorer.
I know, Boots the Monkey. That was my first gig out of college.
Did you have to wear the costume?
So I was great because I actually got to show my face, which was so great. But I had ears and a bunky belly and a 6-foot tail to twist it, and I had to do back handsprings across Radio City Music Hall.
In that
outfit.
Gag.
It was gag worthy. I was 21 and having fun. Like my body could not do that now. I was doing back handsprings and like climbing and jumping off and being like, Dora!
That was good.
I had to do it, yeah.
I was going to say, like, honestly, I have not done a split on stage for the past 4 years. I'm done. Like, my body...
You don't have to do it no more.
I can't. My body can't do it, girl. My body, like, rejects shit like that. I'm chilling. I'm coasting,
hips.
You know? Yeah. The hips. Well, so many queens have to get double hip replacements because of the heels and the dancing and the da-da-da-da.
Better be careful when you're shablamming.
Well, that's why. But I mean, dancers, too. Like, dancers have to get, like...
Wait.
What?
What about the London version of the shablam, which is straight to the knees?
Oh, yeah.
What is that about?
It's like a jazz split, and I'm like, girl.
It is not. It is up, tuck, drop on your knees. And
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Oh, yes. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. That's crazy.
it's crazy.
Oh, these bitches are gonna need new knees.
Yeah.
New knees. You're gonna get titanium nails.
I am like, because I watch it and I was like, I'm not that flexible, so maybe I'll have to do the drop to your knees. And I'm like,
Bitch,
no, I'm not
gonna
doing
do
it.
that to your body.
Not doing it.
Absolutely not.
Not doing it.
Yeah,
Because in my mind, I'm always like, when am I going to be on Drag Race as like a contestant? Because I ever will.
You will never be on Drag Race contestant.
I like that celebrity one though. I was like,
Celebrity Drag Race was so fucking fun. I'm so sad.
Yeah, I know.
It was.
I would have made it eventually.
You would have, and you would have probably won, girl.
I would have loved to.
You would have absolutely won. Are you kidding me? I mean, that first season they had like people like Loretta Devine. All
I know.
these people.
And she literally was like Loretta Devine wearing a mascara. I was like, that's Loretta Devine.
She was so over it though.
Taylor Dane. I was like, that's Taylor Dane.
Taylor Dane.
I was like, it's Taylor Dane.
Really? Could you? Was it that obvious? Really? Was it that? Was it what?
She had like an owl makeup on. I mean, she was only there for 2 episodes, so maybe something changed. But like, I was literally like, that's Taylor Dane wearing owl makeup. But I know Taylor Dane. Like, I'm a fan.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so you knew. Yeah. I do think they could have done a little bit of a better job of like masking. I guess they didn't want to get too Masked Singer because it would have been. I think they
should have just done it. They should have everyone should look like Gottmik. You know what I'm saying? Trixie Mattel. Everyone just like.
Yeah, give me like real character drag. Yeah, maybe.
Crystal Method.
Yeah.
Like just fucking do it.
Yeah, I think
so we don't know who they are.
Yeah, it was a little too obvious.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah. So also, okay, so you've done Mamma Mia. Well, Dora's one the tour. You did Mamma Mia. You did Franz in Rock of Ages.
Yeah, I love that show.
Okay, of all your roles you've done, which one's your favorite?
Oh God, I mean, I think I have a special place in my heart for Titanic, for playing Victor Garber.
I saw you do that.
I know.
Yeah,
because I got to originate it, and that was really exciting. But I would say Frankenfurter. Yeah, Frankenfurter. It's just, I think it's my like Galinda. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, I think it's the role like I was born to play. I just eat the shit out of that fucking role, and it just feels so good on me, and it still feels so good in my voice, and it's so liberating. What a beautiful character to get to play. So I think, I think Frank will be in my life forever. I hope. I hope like more productions are in the future for me, or a movie remake or something down the line. Like if I were to dream, and if someone said like they were casting Rocky Horror, I would do everything to get into that room.
The original came out in the 70s.
Yeah, so it's 50th-year anniversary this year.
We haven't decided to do a remake yet.
I know, isn't that weird? Well, because it's so iconic.
True.
Yeah, so it's like there's really no way to go but down unless it's done perfectly. Like Wicked, like Wicked took 20 years to cast, and had they done it with any other girls,
it would have
not worked.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry for everyone else that feels different. I don't think anyone feels different.
Yeah, no. I think the world is all agreeing that
this was Ariana and Cynthia.
Yeah, 100%.
It was Ariana and it was Cynthia. Yeah. From the time the first note was written, fucking 30 years ago, whenever they did the first reading or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
So before it even opened, 25 years ago. So. Yeah, so I think you got to do it right. And so I think it's good to take your time.
I think so too, and I think that but we've also stopped doing the live musicals. Like we did Rent, we did Jesus Christ. Like why did we stop doing those? I would love to see it. They didn't do a Rocky Horror of those. Or
they did.
They did.
Laverne was Frank.
Right.
Yes, Laverne was Frank. Right. So I don't know.
But also bring those back. They have so many fucking musicals. Like why can we not do one every year?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. It's probably because of COVID. I don't fucking know.
Oh yeah, maybe COVID. I don't remember.
Honestly, I know how expensive it is. It costs a lot of money.
A lot of money.
And it's a one-off.
Yeah. True.
And it's very different. It's very. I think the recipe now is to film the Broadway shows.
Film the Broadway shows and put them on, like
put them on Disney Plus, like Hamilton.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
But they've only done Hamilton. They haven't done. Well, they also did Waitress. Waitress is on HBO Max.
Yeah. Yeah. Come From Away. There's like a couple of things. But you know what is my favorite Broadway show right now? Did you see Death Becomes Her yet?
That show is so fucking good.
It's so good.
And you know what? I went into it. I was like,
yeah, you're like rolling your eyes, like they're not gonna be able to do it.
That first fucking number with the gay one.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God.
Everything I do is for the gays.
Yes. I was like, from that point, I was like, oh, I'm sold. I am in this for the ride. The costumes are so good.
Oh, wow. Paul Tazwell. Wicked.
Bitch.
Hello.
So good.
Hello.
All the dancers look like they're wearing fucking Mugler. Like, it's just
it's so
sexy.
good. And the hole?
Yes. The hole is so...
I was in the third row and I was like...
Yeah, how? Y'all, Death Becomes Her is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Really good, yeah.
Very, very,
so
very impressive.
that one I hope they film one day.
Yeah.
And put that on the world. On the streaming.
The streaming, yeah.
the tubes.
We gotta talk about your music, Frankie. Frankie, maybe I was like in an alternate universe, but I could have sworn that you had more music out. I thought that you had been...
Like 10 years ago, I released like kind of like a Broadway, like 2 songs with Jeremy Schoenfeld, who's a great composer that I was working with on my one-man show. So I have some, and then I have a bunch of stuff out as Frankini.
Yeah.
On Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
But no, this is like truly like, this is like my debut.
Wow.
I know. And it's like, it's really exciting. And it's just like, I've been getting like emotional because like, I think there's so much that has happened that led up to this, but like having the belief of like, you know, Republic and Casablanca Records, and then, you know, the support from my sister and the support from my mom and my husband. And it's just like, you know, this is like a big career like shift. And I think that it was done with, you know, I don't know. I feel like I'm like a little bit of an underdog. And it's like kind of fun to show the world that like we're taking this seriously, and it's really nice that it's being received so well.
Yeah.
You know, like it's hard. It's very hard, especially, you know, this, like starting from reality TV and putting ourselves out there the way that we do, and making the fan bases and the enemies that we have on social media. Anything can be, it's a little scary to put yourself out there in a brand new way.
Yeah, I agree.
And so the fact that I did, and the fact that it is being received so well, which it also speaks volumes about the work, right? Like I really have poured my heart and soul into this project. I think the world is going to see a very different side of me, which was also part of the point, you know, like almost coming up on 8 years sober, having so much more access to my instrument and to the stories that I want to tell. And now with being on the board of GLAAD, like just wanting to be a big fucking faggot in music, you know, like it's so exciting.
That's the word we're using for the teaser. I want to be a big fucking faggot in music.
Cause like I've been a big fucking faggot everywhere else. So like it's about time for me to bring it to music. And I feel like we're in like this kind of queer-essence for music.
Yeah, I
agree.
Like
we really are. Like we've been fighting for so many years for equal footing in the music industry because we're the consumers.
Yeah,
but
100%.
We're not the stars.
You're the stars. Yeah.
And so now I feel like we're really starting to get there.
Yeah.
You know, thanks to like Chapel really coming up in last year, and you know, and Charlie and Troy's Sweat tour.
Yeah.
You know, like that was just like I think it's coming into the zeitgeist, if you will. We're in a way that like Adam Lambert couldn't do fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, you know, like the world just wasn't ready.
Yeah.
But I think it's ready now.
I think it is.
And so we need more.
Yeah.
And so I'm happy to throw my hat into the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, you know, people see like who your sister is and stuff. They were like, oh, he must have it so easy. Like,
right.
So what do you say to people with that thought?
I mean,
like, oh, he could have done it anytime he wanted. His sister is Ariana Grande. Of course he has that.
I will say that with what we talked about earlier about my family being honest, like this was not like a Nepo phone call.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I worked on music on my own. Didn't tell anyone. This is very secretive. And then I was at a Yes and Going #1 party in my apartment with my sister and my best friends. We were just chilling, and my best friend Dominic just was like, "Did you play Ariana the song that you wrote?" And I was like, "Shut the fuck up."
And she was like,
"What?" She was like, "What are you talking about? What song? What?" And then I was like, "Dominic." I was like, "No, I didn't play anyone." She was like, "You're writing? What do you mean?
Gag."
And then I was like, "Okay." And then I was like so nervous to play it for her.
Yeah.
And I played it for her, and she just started crying.
Oh my God.
She started weeping, and she was like, "This is so beautiful. This is a side of you that I need the world to see." She was like, "Please keep going. Please keep writing, and please let me know how I can help in any way, shape, or form."
Work.
You know, so it wasn't like me being like, "I think I want to be a pop star today." It was like a very like slow, gradual thing of me being like, "I have stories to tell, and I think I want to tell them through music."
Yeah.
And then I met a great producer and started writing, and then once my sister got her ears on it and gave me the like green light, like this is good, like you need to keep going.
Yeah.
It gave me the courage to then, you know, like
I love that.
Quadruple down.
I love that. And I think that people, because once you have a famous family member, people think that it's just like, oh, I
made a phone call.
Yeah, and it's like, no.
I want to be a pop star today. And they're like, okay, green light. No, I really worked very, very hard before anyone even heard it. And then when, Ariana's been signed to Republic for 15, 20 years. So 15, I think. And so, I know everyone there, and I was just like, is it okay if I ask them for advice?
Yeah.
That was all I was expecting, going into this meeting with Wendy Goldstein, who I've known for so many years, and I love that woman. I was expecting her to be like, cool, there's like this queer indie label that I think you should meet with. Like, that's all I was expecting. And she heard the first song, and she was like, wow. She heard the second song, and she went, wow, we need to sign you to Casablanca. And I was like...
Work.
I was like, shut up.
Work.
I was like, shut up.
Work.
When Republic Studios, so it was really like...
Casablanca is an imprint of
is the dance label of Republic. Yeah. So it was just like, it was a very pinch me moment. And I will always be grateful and always humble. And I think, even throughout all of this, like, I am driving this whole project. Like, I'm mixing with the mixer, and I'm writing on every single song, and I've put together a beautiful queer team. Like, I was like, I want everyone that I can bring in to be queer. Because I think it's all part of this project for me is to lift up queer voices. Yeah. So the director from the music video is queer. It's just like, I just want to work with up and coming queer artists. Yeah. Yeah.
And then so the name of the single is Rhythm of Love, and you're going in like a dancey club party vibe.
Yes, dancey club party vibes, like real, like it's got a little bit of darkness to it.
Yeah, girl, I love it.
And it's fun, and then like that little sax lick is so sexy. Thank you, Prince Fox and Wendy Goldstein. That was Wendy's idea.
Work.
She's great. That woman can A&R. And it's just been like, it's just a great, I love the song. It's about a time the whole album revolves around sobriety is like the center track, and then pre-sobriety and post-sobriety. So it's actually chronological, the album, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then so this one is the first track, which is great because it's a time when I knew that sobriety existed, but I wasn't ready to make that choice. And so there's still like addiction pulling at me, but I know that there is something out there that is like bigger than where I'm currently at right now in life. Yeah. And that's the rhythm of love, That's lifting me up deep into the night.
And can you tell us when the album's coming out, or this is still Summer, okay.
Summer album, girl. Get ready. Key.
Let me tell you something.
You're gonna get someone to dance to for Pride, honey. I better see a lip sync.
Well, I want to tell you, girl, the weather has been so nice in LA, like for today and going on the next 2 weeks. Like, I feel like it's summer already, but I know it. I'm tricked because I live in LA.
Isn't it day one? Isn't it even spring?
And today is spring. It's the first day of spring today. I know.
Congratulations.
I mean, when you see this episode, spring was last month or 2 weeks ago, whatever.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? This episode was filmed on the spring equinox. At Equinox, actually. We are in Equinox. There are men fucking in the steam room right behind this.
Keep it down in there.
Yeah.
Jesus, we're just filming a show. Okay, so now you're entering into music. Are you like leaving reality TV behind? Are you over reality TV?
So the best thing is that I have surrounded myself with a team that understands me as a multifaceted performer.
What's a hyphenate, girl? We have a lot of shit going on.
So like, no, there's nothing that's off the table. You know what I'm saying? Which is great. I had a team in the past that was like, "Oh, you can't be taken seriously if you do reality TV," and then I like missed like 8 jobs that I would have loved to have done. And that was fine. It was a time in my life where I was drinking and using still, so probably all worked out for the best, to be honest.
Yeah.
But now I have a team that's like, no, like we're gonna present you with movie scripts, and we're going to present you with TV scripts, and we're going to present you with reality TV offers, and we're going to present you with music, we're going to present you with the hosting. I can do all the things. And I think it's also the time of the multi-hyphenate, you know?
I was going to say, I think that where we are right now with how like social and everything are, like that, like that's such an old thing of like it's such an old antiquated mentality. Like you can do all the things and again it's how you focus your energy and all those things, right? And saying yes to the right things at the right time. But I don't think if you can only be an artist, you can only be an actor, you can only like people are doing a lot of different things, especially if you can do them all well.
Yes,
so
exactly.
yeah, I'm all about doing everything that makes you happy.
And I have turned down some reality TV because I'm focusing on music right now. But I think that's important. You know, like I think like this is my chance, this is my shot.
Yeah,
I'm making this album everything I want it to be. And obviously, like I'm going to be everywhere for Pride. I'm going to be promoting the shit out of it.
Yeah,
and I think that it's important. Like, so there are times where like I will have to pick and choose.
Yeah, of course,
to focus.
For sure.
And right now, like it's music, it's all in.
Yeah.
But I feel like once the album is out, and even if it's doing well, like maybe there'll be a tour opportunity, but maybe I'll be able to shoot reality TV in between. Like,
Yeah, sky's the limit.
A lot of the things with reality are fast.
Yeah.
Big Brother is 4 months. Fuck that shit.
Girl.
But like, give me like a nice 2-3 week fucking trip to Fiji. I'll take it. Like, that's fine, Jeff Probst. Call me. But like, that's 2-3 weeks. I'm fine. I'm there.
I'm there for that.
I can miss tour for 2-3 weeks. Okay.
Okay, so you done Big Brother. 'Cause I think that was like the big splash. Everyone like got to know like Frankie Grande, Big Brother, obviously.
Yeah.
And you done UK. You did the US. You did UK. You did Ring the Games.
Yeah.
Which Big Brother is superior?
Oh my God, US.
US
For
one?
sure. US is so... UK is a joke. So,
What?
like, UK is just like, let's see how silly you can be on television.
Like Tiffany Pollard. That's where we got the iconic.
David's dead. But that's what I'm saying. She's just being a silly. Like, it doesn't involve skill. You know, and like, that's where I...
Shots fired at the UK girls,
know,
Frankie.
They know. There's no skill involved in UK. All you have to do is be entertaining. In Big Brother US, the challenges are hard.
Yeah.
The strategy is hard. The way you have to lie and backstab and cheat. You don't have to do any of that in London. You just have to fuck in the shower and show your tits and be ridiculous. Like, they were like, hey, can you do something crazy today? And I was like, do you want me to just like get naked and run around and like twerk with my asshole out? And they were like, yes. And I was like, perfect. They were like, that will really help you get the votes to stay. And I was like, great. Whereas like in the US, I'm like fucking manipulating. I'm lying. I'm playing chains by myself. I'm alienating myself to the whole fucking house. I'm lying who I am. I'm coming out about who I am. I'm fucking like, oh God, it was work.
Got it.
Yeah. It was like mentally like the most traumatizing. That's the most traumatizing show ever, Big Brother. Yeah, it's really tough.
I mean,
really tough.
I mean, one question I have, because I was just gagged. This with the straight dude Cody. This like y'all. Frankie is a gay man. Cody is straight. They are just in the bed cuddling up. Buddha. I'm like, does Cody think Frankie is a woman?
I got Cody. I got Caleb. I got Zach on that show.
Girl, I don't know what Frankie got going on, honey. Frankie got that.
Cuddling.
You got that pudanda, girl.
Yeah.
The boys could not keep their hands off you. It was crazy.
I know. It was really fun.
I love.
It was great. And again, like, you know, you're in that house for 88 days. You're like, well, I guess that looks fun. I was like, that ass, I got an ass. My ass could be a girl's ass. It's fine. It looks great. So I don't know, but it is really hard. The U.S. is the hardest, is the most legit one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you see Cody and Derek's, because you play with both of them, when you see their gameplay on Traitors, were you like...
So here's my thing. Okay, so here's my problem with Traitors.
Oh, God.
Right? Okay, so Traitors should be a team game because it immediately becomes a team game. You know, like you have the reality TV gamers, you have the housewives, you have the one person from Drag Race who's isolated from the very, very beginning and immediately voted off because everybody's like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
So it should be a team game.
So you think they do like teams of 3 or 4 and then...
Yes. I think it would be more interesting that way because I think the way that it's working right now is it's just everyone's globbing together anyway based on their other previous experiences on the shows.
Yeah, except for Survivor. The Survivor girls were kicking each other off.
Yeah, yeah. And they will auto-cannibalize.
Yeah.
I think so. But even on the team, I think that would be interesting to just like acknowledge it going in.
That is happening, yeah.
Yeah, it's because they were like, even like, you know, in Traitors, they were like, we need to put up a housewife. Because it was, you know, Survivor, Bob, and Big Brother. Yeah. So like who wasn't in the Traitors? The housewives. So immediately we were like a team game.
A team,
It's a team game.
Okay.
So
that's a good case.
Yeah. So and then it's like I don't know which team Dylan would be on, but he was the winning one.
Yeah, Dylan. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So good.
Well, I think that people got glamour because Dylan is cute.
Oh, so cute.
Girl,
oh no, he bat his eyes.
Girl,
he took off his shirt.
Girl,
great.
You know what I mean?
I love you. You take off your shirt in Scotland. Show me your Scottish abs. I'm down. But like, so I still think Traitors, the formula is figuring itself out.
Yeah.
I think so. But
would you do Traitors?
I would love to do Traitors.
Right?
I would love to do Traitors.
I'm like, I would love to too.
Like, I'm not mad. What I'm saying is I'm not mad at my friends from Big Brother who have gone on and failed.
Okay.
Because I still think the game is slated against us. As
gamers, you mean?
I still think that we are untrustworthy.
Yeah.
I think that we walk into that house with a massive target on our back.
Yeah.
I think that gamers don't necessarily trust each other either. So I think it is the hardest position to enter Traitors is as a gamer.
Yeah, I think so too. I guess what would Drag Race become? Because Drag Race and Challengers and the Challenger is similar. No, I guess are Drag Race gamers? Not really.
Okay, Drag Race.
We're in like a weird nebulous.
Is fucking like Can You Bake a Cake, plus Project Runway, plus like a Fucked in Masked Singer, plus like America's Got Talent, plus like the people at Drag Race are the most talented people on Earth. On Earth. But you do not have to play
like a strategic game.
Social game. I mean, you try to with like the voting and then this, shot, and the other thing. You were cute. You were like, we're going to make an alliance, girl. I love the new. I texted you right after. I was like, bitch, you were the Big Brother angles. I love you. Yeah. She's like, I got an alliance with this one. I got an alliance with this one.
Girl,
we're
everyone was like, no, girl.
I was like, shut up. And you were like, oh, I'm trying.
I was trying, girl.
So it's not really social, strategic, and manipulative in that way.
Yeah.
It's really just how talented are you on Drag Race. So, no. So I wouldn't call you guys gamers.
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I think it's Survivor. It's the Survivor Big Brother challenge axis.
Yeah.
And they're. I mean, I love all those people. So it's just like I don't know. If I was on there, I would love to try and unite some people. I think it'd be really fun. See, the thing is, I don't think I would play as a gamer. Like, I would be obsessed with the Housewives. I'd be obsessed with whoever's there from Drag Race.
Me too. I would literally be fangirling.
But I love all my gamer friends, and I know them all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bitch, I don't trust you. Like, I know you're going to be a traitor.
I know what you're going to do.
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Well, would you want to be a traitor or faithful?
I think I'd want to be recruited.
Recruited. I think that's the best role
ideal.
To be. Coming as a faithful, be recruited as a traitor later.
Yeah. Because I also I don't know. I don't know if people would think I'm a traitor because I'm a gamer.
You don't give traitor though.
I don't think they would even make me one.
Yeah,
like,
you don't give
too
traitor.
Fun.
Yeah,
but I don't know. We'll see.
They might because
one day I got to do it. I'll play it.
Yeah, oh my god, you have to. It would be great to watch that show. If girl, they call me, I would leave right now. If they call me, girl, I wish they would call me. I would be so down to do it.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm on a plane. Alan Cumming in Scotland. Let's go.
So I think what people
they shoot during Pride though. It's so homophobic.
Did they really?
Yes.
Oh God.
I know.
Oh yeah, that's right. Bob last year it was during Pride.
What the fuck?
Girl, Uncle,
that's where you make all your coins.
I don't know if I'm giving up my work to go to cold Scotland.
It's our coin time.
Yeah, in June to go see the Traitors, girl. Yes, they shoot during Pride. You're so right.
So sad.
Silly. I think what people
just
don't
do it in July.
Do it in July.
I'll miss 4th of July.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Fuck. Shoot in July.
Yeah, not June, girl.
Not June, honey. That's why we're getting our coin.
Alex, flip it around, girl. Not June, bitch. I think some people aren't aware of is your philanthropy work.
Oh, yeah.
Which I will say.
I love it.
Celebs who are doing that work and are not making it like, oh, look what I'm doing. Like, I tend to enjoy that and do that more because you're not like trying to show that I'm doing this work because it's important to me, it's passionate to me, and not to show the world that I'm doing it.
No, it's really been very helpful for like my soul.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned very early on that like giving back is a way to like really feel centered and like grounded in the chaos of my life.
Yeah.
You know, because my life gets pretty chaos and can be very self-centered sometimes. And I think the best way to kick yourself out of that self-centered spiral of like, what am I doing to like my career, my this, like, what am I doing to this? Even if it's like my family, it becomes very insulated.
Yeah.
Is to be like, no, what am I doing for somebody else?
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing for the world today?
So tell me about Broadway in South Africa. I love that.
The best thing in the world. And that's how I started, basically. It was like my best friend, Sean Bradford, being like, yo, you want to co-found this organization where we're going to teach Broadway performers and take them into the townships of South Africa and do an arts education empowerment curriculum. And I will tell you, like, I learned more about the world in those several years that I did that than I've ever learned since. Like, South Africa is such an unbelievable case study of like government and like what's happened, like the crazy things that have happened, like apartheid, like what the fuck. And I don't think we know enough about it here. Like, I think just to get political for 43 seconds, it's like you will understand Elon Musk so much more if you understand apartheid.
Yeah,
you understand that he was raised in South Africa as a child during apartheid. Mm-hmm. It will make everything make so much more sense.
100%
of what's happening right now in this country.
Yeah.
So I was grateful that I was able to go to South Africa and have that knowledge. Yeah. But also like giving back to these kids who just have such beautiful souls and just have led such traumatic lives already as kids. It really does break your heart. And so when that organization dissolved because Nelson Mandela died and the government no longer was in place to support us traveling there and working in the townships in the way that we did safely.
Yeah.
I moved to, anything else. I did build on. I built 2 schools in Malawi, 1 school in Senegal, which was really amazing, rewarding experience. And then, now my focus is on GLAAD, I really just, as someone who's like been, again, a big old queer in all forms of media, it just made sense for me to start working with GLAAD and try to help get that message to more people. And that's when we started this reality TV letter that I did with your sister Peppermint.
Yeah.
And we're really just trying to help get reality TV be as inclusive as the audience that's watching it.
Like, come on, please.
Yeah, I mean, it is crazy that we still have, one gay character on several of these shows. So some shows are doing better. Some shows are not.
Yeah.
And I just think that it should be part of the dialogue.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not saying it's going to be fixed overnight. I don't have all the answers. I just and I've played Big Brother twice in 10 years, and I was the only LGBTQ plus character both times.
That's so crazy.
US.
Yeah.
And UK. Actually, UK too. Only one.
Well, I mean,
all the straights are fucking in the shower. I was like, I want to suck a dick. Please, it'll get me to stay. They're telling me to take off my clothes and suck dicks, but nobody's letting me suck their dick.
Well, Bob and I were nominated for a GLAAD Award 2 years ago and we won. So
yes, you did. I was there.
This year, if you want to put in a word for us to be nominated next year, that'll be so nice.
Yeah, hopefully we'll both be nominated next year. I'm not on the nominating committee. That would be, what is that, conflict of interest?
Yeah, conflict of interest. Yeah. Have you ever done Broadway beers?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay.
3 years in a row.
I feel like I don't see it anymore. Like, I feel like, maybe because I don't live in New York anymore, but I feel like when it was Broadway beers time, I would see
everything.
All the poems, but I don't see it anymore. So I was like, is this still happening? Okay.
It is still happening. It's still going on. I think it just changed a little bit when Jerry left.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
and I think it became less what it was, but it's still phenomenal.
Okay. Yeah.
But I haven't gone. So yeah, I hear what you're saying. And that's a shame.
Yeah.
But it is still going on.
And I want to be in it. I've never been asked to be in Broadway, but I want to come bear it all for
I will tell you, the gatekeepers of that show is very confusing.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
I would love to be in it.
Yeah, you should be.
I would love to. I'll come bear it all, girl. I'm on my fitness journey.
I don't know, but I'm saying I don't know who you just tell the world.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling.
I don't know who it is. Who am I telling?
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, in honor
of
Jerry Mitchell, please, in honor of obviously your Broadway chops and props, we're gonna play a little game.
I love games.
It's called Broadway Taboo. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna describe a famous Broadway show without saying specific words that are too obvious.
Okay.
And you have 30 seconds.
Popular.
Exactly. And you have 30 seconds to guess.
Okay.
So also give you 30 seconds on the clock.
Oh my God.
Okay. This show changed Broadway forever. It's historical, but feels modern. The lead...
Hamilton.
Yes!
Okay, great.
You better work.
Okay, next.
Work.
I love challenges and games. God, this is why I sucked at BBUK, because I was like, where are the games? I want to win something. They had us... Wait, I got to tell you. Sorry.
BBUK is a movie I've seen, honey.
Okay,
It's a different story.
Okay, wait, I have two stories.
Okay.
First story was BBUS. And we are... Okay, again, only LGBTQ plus character.
Yeah.
We are about to go into a challenge, and they're playing a song that we need to memorize in order to play the game that we're about to go do.
Okay.
And the song is called We're Having a BB Party.
Girl.
And it's like, we're having a BB party. And I was like, I was laughing so hard. And I was like, why are you laughing?
No one will.
We have to memorize this. And I was like, in my community, BB party means something else. That is something else. That's something you will find on Sniffies. If you search under BB party, it is available. And I'm like, you don't get it. And I was like, yeah, okay. Second story, BBUK. There was a competition how long you could hold sandbags out like a T.
Oh God.
And I was like, all these big guys, and I was like, I'm gonna win. And I won. And guess what I won? Nothing. Bragging rights. I was like, this is not my show.
What?
It's not my show. I was like, no power.
No power.
I get to evict somebody.
So what's the point?
What's the point? What is the point?
That's so fucking annoying.
Nothing. Not even $1,000. Nothing. Anyway, sorry. Next show.
Okay. Next show. Okay. This mysterious man haunts the theater.
Phantom.
Yeah, I know. I don't think the first one.
You alone can make my song take flight.
Okay, come on.
I love
Are you a bartender?
Yeah, I'm a tenor.
A tenor.
I've discovered lower register in my later
that was
in
pretty
life.
low, girl.
Yeah, but like if you were to ask me to sing that 10 years ago, I'd have been like, like Frankie Valli, you know?
I saw a Phantom of the Opera. It was one of the first shows I saw on Broadway. Hated it.
Yeah,
It's so boring. I'm like, what are we doing? Why are we in a gondola? What is the mask thing? I'm like, I can't.
Okay. So I saw it 10 times before I was 10 because it was Michael Crawford and Sarah Brightman. So when you saw Michael Crawford and Sarah Brightman, you understood the piece.
Okay.
Like those two were unbelievable. And my mom took me to the UK to see it, and I was in a little tuxedo. And the like British people next to me were very nervous because I was like, I don't know, 8, maybe 9. And they looked at me and they're like, ugh. And I was like, don't worry. My mom told me that I'm not allowed to sing during the show. And they're like, oh, you've seen the show before? And I was like, yes, I've seen it on Broadway 10 times. And then they looked at me at intermission and they were like, what did you think of the show? And I said, it's much better on Broadway.
Word! Drag the West End.
Drag the West End. Ew, Michael Ball. Less good than Michael Crawford. I don't even know who Christine was. I was like, I don't care about her.
Okay, next one. It's a feel-good show with tons of pop music.
Mamma Mia.
Girl, Jesus Christ.
It is a feel-good show with tons of pop music. I think it was in the marketing, to be honest. I think you might have pulled that directly from you might have put that from our poster. Mamma Mia, feel-good show with tons of pop music.
Okay, God. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This next show.
I was really nervous I was going to suck at this.
No, girl. Okay, and go. Sorry. This next show is about crime. Okay. You think you're getting away with things that you shouldn't.
Okay.
The characters all have questionable morals, but they look fabulous while doing it. There's a lot of jazz.
Oh, Chicago.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Wow. I was like, crime. I was like, Clue the musical?
Is that
I was like, also like, no, it's not a thing.
Okay.
But it should be, and I should be in it. That's why I was like, why?
How have we not done Clue the musical?
I don't know. I
want to be Miss Peacock. Cast me as Miss Peacock, girl. Miss Peacock. Yes. Oh my God, Clue the musical.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
To be the butler.
There's so many shows. I'm like, how have we not done them as musical? That's one of them. Bitch.
What?
They're finally doing Hercules in London. I'm going in June to see it. I don't care.
I need to see it.
Absolutely. I saw a little clip of the 5.
Often dreamed the fall of place.
Oh, I have to go see it. Yes.
Mr. Hercules.
Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, next one.
Okay.
This is probably one of the dark musicals.
Oh.
But somehow a little hilarious.
Okay. I love that.
The main character has a serious grudge and gets very creative with solving his problems. You probably don't want to eat at his business.
Oh my God. The Demon Barber Fleet Street, Sweeney Todd.
Yes.
Very good.
Girl,
show.
you know your musicals.
Yes, I do.
Damn.
I love that show. I wanted to be in that show so badly. I wanted to be, nothing's gonna harm you. No, I'm around. Nothing's gonna harm you, no, sir. No, I'm around.
That was good. Okay, last one.
Okay. I better get it.
Okay, this show has probably one of the most visually stunning openings.
Okay.
It's all about leadership, stepping into your destiny, loss. Sorry. The stage adaptation has some of the most creative costumes and puppetry on Broadway.
I mean, Avenue Q? No.
Avenue,
keep going. Fine. I'll take.
Yeah. There are some animal. There are a lot of
Lion King. Okay.
Yes, Lion King.
Okay. All right. I was like, Avenue Q wasn't a movie. I was like, sorry, you said puppets, and I just went straight to Avenue Q.
And I love the whole time your hand was like, it's like your hand was thinking for you. Did you know that the whole Lion King is in Swahili? I didn't know that.
I did.
I did not know that.
Which means England. Okay, I know this. It means there's a lion, a very big lion.
There is a lion, a very big lion. There is a lion, a very big lion. That's so good.
Yeah. Because I did Broadway in South Africa with several of the cast of Lion King. So I would literally be like, hey, tell me everything.
Word.
I was like, tell me about your health insurance and also tell me about what are you saying?
Frankie, this has been such a great conversation.
I love you. Thank you.
I love you. This is so good. I learned so much about you and your life and and I'm just so happy that you were stepping into your musical power.
Oh, I'm really grateful.
I'm excited for your album to drop.
It took a long time to like hone that sound like from the Broadway. You know, I mean, I've been on all these pop Broadway shows, which is great. So, you know, I can sing tits. Yeah. But it's different being a recording artist.
Yeah,
so,
girl, people don't realize that.
No,
like, being a recording artist is a specific skill and a different art form. Even though you can't sing opera or pop or gospel, whatever it is, being a recording artist is so different.
Yeah, and it's like I'm singing in a very breathy place that you could never do on Broadway.
Exactly.
Because it's exhausting.
Exactly.
Yeah, so like it's very interesting, like learning how to sing to this.
Yes, it took me a long time to learn how to be a recording artist. It's so different.
Yeah. So thank you. That means a lot, and I'm really excited for you to hear the rest of it. I can't wait to come talk to you about all the next two stuff. See you during Pride. Oh shit.
Y'all, that was Frankie Grande. Go make sure you go listen to Rhythm of Love and look forward to his album coming out this summer, darling.
And watch the video. It's gay as fuck.
And I'll see y'all next time on the couch. Peace.
Monét Talks.